Hello. I hope everybody can hear me. So the last video that I did, I had to delete that because my God, I didn't realize that I had a normal Gmail account and it quickly got locked out because it said there's too much traffic on there. So um, yes, I have a new email. Okay. So, but first of all, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 200,000 subscriber. And you all wanted me to make a video on it. So, okay, I am here making a video on it because you guys kept reminding me. Okay. But as my last video, I, announced that I'm going to be starting a online video school. And the school is called Magha Vedic Astrology School. Okay. And I gave an email for those who are interested. I gave an email before. And everybody who has sent an email to the old email, fine. I already got you. You don't need to send emails there. But I'm going to show you the new email where you send, if you're interested in joining the school, for all the new people, send it to this email, okay, which is admin@maghavedicastrologyschool.com. I had to color correct it so this way you guys can see this long email, okay? And then later on I'll have shorter email and all that. But yes, if you sent an email before, great. I already have it. You don't need to worry about sending it twice to this email, okay? My assistant already got all the emails and made the list of it, but I was like maybe thinking of, 30, 40 emails that I didn't realize that I was gonna get like 110 emails there. And with a normal account, Gmail like blocks you, like, what is this? And then it won't allow me to send auto email. So this email, admin@maghavedicastrologyschool.com, actually now has all the professional setup. So no matter how many emails come in, you will get that auto email that, hey, I received your thing. You'll get this update, that update, all that jazz. Okay, so yeah, after like what, 10 years now, 9 years now, finally I felt like, hey, it's time to bring about a synchronized, orderly way of teaching people. And you know how I teach. I take the most complex things and I make it easy because this is the way I want it to be taught. This is the way I want it to be, you know, and this is where I wanted to know astrology. And especially with this particular school, the way I want to teach is that I want to make sure that, hey, you learn and you're able to go out and say something. You're able to go out and predict. You're able to go out and make an analysis. See, prediction is just the wrong word. Make an analysis. Great analysis. And so on July 20th, I'm going to be opening up that registration. But right now, if you're interested, for all the new ones who didn't watch my last video, just go to this email and send that you're interested. And I will send out all the details. Not going to be anything expensive at all. It's just going to be very, very simple. Just video school. Okay, very simple, nothing complicated. Okay, there's nobody else here besides me, but I will be, of course, if enough people join, I want to bring in the masters of nakshatra, the pi team, to come and teach in a way where, boom, you learn and you predict. Boom, you learn and you predict. So, I want to make sure that I take care of them. I don't want to bring these guys or anybody else, just for free and teach. No, I want to make sure that they're following their passion. It's all about helping people move forward. Like, I want them to just, because I know how Dr. Pi is. He just wants to research. He wants to teach, research, teach, research. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to do anything else. And I'm like, you know what? Hopefully I can make Dr. Pi's dream come true where he doesn't have to do anything. Just keep doing research on nakshatras with the Pi team and, teach you all. So all that is going to be accumulated. I mean, this is something simple that's going to turn into something awesome. Okay. So yeah, it's it just all depends on. I'm gonna start slow and simple, and then boom, everything is gonna be added. It's just gonna be open registration. Anybody can come in and join. Okay. But I want people to just know that hey, the way I'm gonna teach from the video school, you'll be like, oh, this is sun. Oh, you have sun in this house. Oh, this must be happening. That's it. That's how I want to do it. Just right there. So now we're going to talk about Jupiter, as I was talking to you in my last video. And before we get into that, just one more time, this is the right email, admin@Magha Vedic Astrology School.com. Okay. So now Jupiter, and I was telling you guys the story previously, right? About this Jupiter retrograde, and Jupiter is going to be going direct this Thursday on the day of Jupiter. But Jupiter was retrograde, and especially is retrograde in the nakshatra of Swati. And Swati is ruled by not the Diti itself, but it's actually represented by Saraswati. Swati, Saraswati. It's the nakshatra of knowledge. It's a nakshatra of healing. It's actually the nakshatra related to Ayurveda. And it's retrograde. Okay? So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is teachers, preachers, counselor, advisors, ancient knowledge, Gurukul. Okay, Vedantic knowledge. Sun and Jupiter, especially in Germany, represents Vedantic knowledge. And so it's in Swati. And I didn't realize this when I announced this on my Facebook 2 days ago that, hey, I'm planning to do this and I'm going to do this by end of the year. So I'm just going to start the registration now. But I was thinking, I'm like, okay, so I did it because I never look at charts or timing or prashna. Oh, should I do this or not? I just do it. Then I analyze because I was sitting back and I'm like, why did I do this now? Why didn't I do it last year? Why didn't I do it 2 years before? Why not 3 years before? Why now? And especially it made all that more sense because Jupiter, the Guru, is in the nakshatra of knowledge, Saraswati, ancient knowledge. And it's retrograde, meaning going back and learning something, ancient, right? That's what retrograde is representing. You're going to go back and learn something, but going back also represents going back in time. Because Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu represent a set of time. Because Jupiter represents one full year of our life. One full year, Jupiter in its sign placement brings about major karma. So it's related to time. Saturn, 2.5 years, time. Rahu Ketu, 18 months, time. And they're always, Rahu is especially known as Rahu Kal. Okay. So that's one thing. But then this is how you study transit. And this is how you're going to be studying transit, and this is why brilliant people like Sandeep Kanoli, I really just can't wait for him to teach the way he teaches, for the school. But the way you study transit, Jupiter, what is ninth from Jupiter? Okay, ninth from Jupiter is currently, I'm talking about. Jupiter is in Libra, Nakshatra Swati. Ninth from Jupiter is Punarvasu Nakshatra, Jupiter's own nakshatra. And Punarvasu is related to the return of the light, meaning some light is coming back. So light of Jyotish is coming back into the present. So knowledge, light of Jyotish, Jupiter, ninth from Jupiter is the actual Gurukul, teaching, counseling, advising, pilgrimage. Then fifth from Jupiter, the fifth house currently from Jupiter is also ruled by Purva Bhadrapada, the most mysterious nakshatra related to Kundalini and occult and mysticism and magic and aliens and whatnot. And fifth house is what? Fifth house is past life deeds, and it represents ancient knowledge, represents mantras. And back in the days, the way they taught Jyotish is through poems and mantras. So this is how beautifully I saw as to why I'm doing it now. It's not my free will that's doing it. It's actually Jupiter and the celestial body saying, now you do this task. You can't do this task before. Now we are allowing you to do this. So now my soul sends this message to my head that, hey, do this now. Okay, I do this now. Like, didn't think about it, didn't plan. Yes, I was planning for it, but why I did it now? This is how it see it. Now it's going direct. Meaning Jupiter is now going to go direct in Swati, then Vishaka, and then I believe on October 12th it's going to go into the sign of Scorpio. So now the plans that are happening, we are correcting, that we're going back and learning, that particular part is going to move forward into the cosmos. And so wherever Jupiter is placed, okay, you would have seen how things, the retrograde part of Jupiter would have worked. For example, I gave in my last video again, if Jupiter is in the 10th house in Libra from the ascendant. Well, 9th from Jupiter, I said, is Punarvasu. So that means 9th from Jupiter is the 6th house of health, illnesses, diseases, nutrition, wellness, daily work routines, daily work life, office, competition, gyms. So retrograde will simply means is that you will have, because Punarvasu, first of all, is a nakshatra where you're going to have to do things repeatedly. You'll fail at something first, go back and achieve it again. So that means what will happen is you will be, let's say, in a gym working out. You get a conference call. You go out because you got to take this conference call outside. You got to stop what you're doing, interrupted, going out, taking the call, finishing the call and conference, coming back and then working out again. Maybe forgetting your cell phone in your office or at a coffee shop because you were on your way work and you're on the phone and then you started paying for the thing and then you just forgot and you took your coffee, took off. Jupiter would have made you do these things. Okay. For example, if Jupiter is in your 4th house transiting, then 9th from Jupiter will be the 12th house, right? And Punarvasu Nakshatra is now in the 12th house, 9th from Jupiter. That means anytime you go to foreign lands, you may have to do something twice. If you go to a distant place, you'll have to repeatedly do something twice, especially if, let's say, you go to a monastery in foreign lands. You go to a temple in foreign lands, 9th house is temples. You go to a temple, you'll have to go back to the temple to do something. Then 5th from Jupiter would be the 8th house, Purva Bhadrapada. Meaning this is the period where this person wants to learn hidden things, hidden knowledge. Same thing with Jupiter in the 10th house. 2nd from or 5th from Jupiter will be the 2nd house with Purva Bhadrapada. Meaning one will have to deal with deeper hidden secrets of the family. One will be dealing with something very unusual and awkward with family and family money. And you'll have to go back and deal with that particular thing. So now this energy is going to go direct, meaning the pace of going back and correcting is done. Whatever was supposed to be done for a certain individual is done. Now you move forward towards learning, and especially then Jupiter will be with Indra. And Jupiter is Indra because Jupiter controls this nakshatra, and Jupiter is going to throw down the lightning. The lightning of information, lightning of knowledge will now come about. In Vishaka, wherever Jupiter is placed, that's where you're going to get a spark of knowledge. Whether it's your 1st house, 9th house, 4th house, 6th house, the spark of knowledge will come. But again, you can use every single house placement from Jupiter. You can use the Kendra places from Jupiter. So it's obviously it can become a long task. But especially Jupiter then entering Scorpio. Scorpio and Libra have 2 Indra ruled nakshatras. And Indra, I'm going to repeat it again. See, Punarvasu. Punarvasu, look how beautifully I'm giving you the example of the transit working. This is my second video I'm making twice because of the whole email confusion. Jupiter just made me do something twice related to the ninth from Jupiter. Ninth from Jupiter is what? Philosophy, spirituality, Vedantic studies. Ninth from Jupiter is also astrologers. Ninth from the ascendant astrologers. So that's why we're using the same concept. You see, Jupiter currently is retrograde. It's not even Thursday. It is retrograde. So that means Punarvasu Nakshatra made me do something twice regarding Jupiter. Anytime I did anything with Jupiter, it has now made me do twice. There's so many videos. In the past 4 months, 3 months, I had to do twice. Not just on live. Remember on live, you had the mic problem, mic issue. Hey, your mic is horrible. Oh, we can't hear you. Then I would close it, delete it, come back again. Just like today, I just gave you the perfect how beautifully transits are working. I made a video on Jupiter, on institution, on school, on learning. Well, Jupiter said, okay, well, I am retrograde. So that means you're talking about something which is ninth from myself. If it's ninth from myself, I'm going to have to make you do it again so you can do it correctly. I just became the guinea pig of this transit. This is how beautifully you learn transit. And once you learn these tidbits of nakshatras and transit, you look at a chart, you can pinpoint things. And this is how even Sandeep, when me and Sandeep were in Chicago, this is how he was pinpointing, showing me. See, this is happening now twice. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh my God. So you can just take this and every single planet and just do things like that. And you'll get pinpoint predictions from second from Jupiter, third from Jupiter, sixth from Jupiter, eighth from Jupiter. So these are the beautiful concepts, like small tidbits, beautiful concepts that, going to be shown even in more details in the school. But I mean, look, I'm still going to be making videos here. I'm going to be doing my public service, giving as much information on astrology as possible. But, for those, a lot of people were complaining for the past 2-3 years, like, okay, so where do I start? I'm interested in Vedic astrology. I find it interesting, but where do I start? Where is this ground zero? Then I'm like, okay, let me create a platform where somebody can start from ground zero and go all the way up to whatever level. It's infinity levels. There's no level 20, level 30. It's infinity levels. Literally, you can have it for infinity. But I will try to, compile it in a way, in a beautiful manner where just from the limited amount of knowledge you will get, you will be able to say and look at something and say something. Help people. That's what it's about. Help people, paying it forward. So I want to help you so you can help other people. Okay, so, and obviously, like I said, it's a great honor if I can make other teachers and counselors' dream come true, but they don't, they don't need to work, they don't have to work, they can just do research, and really bring out the gem of this Jyotish, shine it, polish it. Okay, so guys, again, the new email, if you're interested in the online school, the video school, which is going to start sometimes late this year, but I'm going to start the registration 20th, is this email, admin@Magha VedicAstrologySchool.com. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much again for the 200 subscribers. Amazing. How did I get here? Well, I got here because of 200,000 people like you. That's it. I'm nothing, man. I'm nothing. It's either the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, okay, and that's it. I love God. Let's just say that. I love God. It's all that. All that, nothing else. We're nothing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We're gonna start with our regular videos tonight, and hopefully I don't have to make that twice. But a beautiful example of how Punarvasu Nakshatra works. Beautiful example. I just gave it to you today. Today you witnessed Punarvasu and retrograde Jupiter working. Okay? Bye-bye.